Let's go.
Hello. Let's
You ready?
go, baby.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to It's Not Over, a podcast where we focus on, it used to be, I think people think it's actually like post-divorce stuff, but my energy for this show is for people post-40, not that we are, kind of living their best life and doing their best, and your kids move out of the house, and relationships that you're having and things that you're doing, which are amazing.
Thank you, my love.
So anyway, this is my friend Wendi.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
She smells so good.
Thank you, my love. I want to say thank you because I am actually popping my podcast cherry with you.
Wow.
I have never done a podcast.
Okay. Do you like it so far?
I think the past 7 seconds have been fucking amazing, actually. Amazing. So yes, I'm loving it. And I'm happy to pop it with you.
I've been excited to have you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for taking time. Okay, so I'm gonna have you, Wendi, please introduce yourself, extraordinaire.
Yes.
Start from the beginning.
Where do you start from that?
Don't
I mean,
know.
how does anyone even start from that?
There is no wrong
So,
starting place.
start from the beginning. I'm Wendi Bieber. Wendi Sugarman Bieber, actually. I loved my maiden name. And, but I love my husband, so I kept that too. So there's so many different facets of me, but I guess right now, I think I'm known more for being a stage 3 breast cancer survivor and starting a movement, the Pinko movement, which is making sure we handle cancer assessment risk evaluation at Sylvester. We work in tandem with them, and also with psychological support and integrative wellness. That's been a huge focus just because of things that I had experienced even way after I had gone through diagnosis. So now it's really tapping into our younger generations, our daughters.
Yeah,
And
unbelievable.
it's insane, you know. Here I am, I became an empty nester. I was like, oh, you know, I can focus on Pinko, and then all of this stuff, the world evolves, and next thing you know, I'm thinking, oh my God, 20s and 30s, like these are the decades of dreams of living your life, travel, love, careers, graduations. Not are you going to become a statistic and having a higher level of, you know, not such a great situation.
Right.
So this is my third child, and she's called the future, and this is devoting our world to this, and my executive board's amazing, and they're doing it too. So it's for your daughter, my daughter, everyone's daughter, their friends, their sons, girlfriends, wives, whatever. We're all affected.
Every woman. Everyone has a mother, everyone has a sister, everyone knows a woman that could be affected, and now you're saying it's at such a... When you say 20s, what does that mean?
20s. I mean, I'm helping people 23, 26, whatever, but you know, you go to a doctor and you're 23, no one's saying, well, we need to test you for breast cancer.
Right.
So we, you know, Sylvester, what they've done is they've come up with this cancer assessment risk evaluation. So it's a conversation that has to be had.
Yeah.
You know, you can find out family dynamics, you know, what your family history is, but 90% of all breast cancers are not family related. So there's a conversation that needs to be had. And it is now what we are focusing on, and making sure that we not only, this isn't a fear campaign, this is actually empowerment. I promise you this is empowerment.
Of course.
So this is what we're doing, and it's exciting and it's incredible, because I don't want a life cut short by this anymore, because with knowledge is power, and with power comes the ability to find the resources, and we're providing that. So,
Do we know why someone in their early 20s, why things have changed? Is there some sort of a theory?
So I would say that I'm not in the medical field. I'm in the supportive field of making sure that our doctors are providing our experts. I mean, these are cutting edge experts in this field, between the researchers and the geneticists and the doctors. I mean, that's their thing,
right?
And they are learning, and this is why it's so important, because every single day it's evolving. So there's no one thing, there's no a bunch of things, but we do know it's happening. So we need to make sure that we are intercepting this way before it becomes the end for someone.
And I was telling you yesterday, I sent you that they were at my daughter's sorority.
I love it.
Kind of, you should do a breast exam,
Listen.
and she's 19 years old.
All right, so if you want to become a Pinko goddess, okay, we've got an incredible, our foundation is fucking awesome, okay? It's amazing. And so having goddess ambassadors at sororities, dream, because then I know that we are addressing this, that people being aware of what they need to be aware of, you know? And when you sent me that, it made me feel so, so good, because that's addressing it. And that means that this conversation is coming up way too frequently.
Yes.
But it's a conversation that needs to start. And we need to have this early intervention of finding out risk, evaluation. And by the way, just finding out you're at higher risk or maybe carry a genetic mutation doesn't mean, oh my God, I gotta get my boobs removed, I'm gonna not be able to have, babies, this and that. This is a multidisciplinary approach that has been put in place so that if you are at higher risk, there are steps that they know that they can do to help. You're under surveillance. You are being watched. If there's something that you can take to help lower your risk. And if you're at risk, there is, and this is part of what we're doing with Cancer Savitz-Mid risk evaluation, is also offering the psychological support and the integrative wellness. Because what's happened to 40 and 50 and 60 and on is starting to happen at younger ages. So we want to support, we want to grab you, support all aspects of it.
And even talking to Jenny yesterday, you say it's not a scare tactic.
Oh, definitely
It's not, but I think it's perceived that way, Wendi.
It is.
To someone, because you went through it. I don't know if you want to talk about it when you find out.
Yeah.
Or it must be.
Look, I was 48, so that was super young in my opinion. I mean, I wasn't near menopause at that point. I was like, one hot, sexy little thing, baby.
You still are.
Trust me, well, thank you. Just a little bit different, inside out. We'll discuss that later. But there's no reason that this, to me, the younger aspect of this is the part where it's like that this is not okay. Not that it's okay for 40s, 50s. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they say be checked, be this, be that. This is not okay. These are the decades of, as I said before, this is not something, there's so much to be thinking about for our 20s and 30-year-olds. And, I just, we gotta cut this. We gotta make this not part of someone's reality. And it's just like when you learn that you can no longer walk down that street alone anymore at night, not trying to scare you with your surroundings, but being realistic.
Being aware.
Being aware. You gotta be realistic and aware. And I promise that empowerment and knowledge, hands down, is the sexiest accessory you will ever possess. It is.
I mean, I see what you're doing, and those girls are, we talk about this girl gang, like how freaking amazing are these girls that come together and are now sharing it and helping and pushing forward and, doing whatever research. Is there, and this is a real question, does the primary doctor supposed to be checking for women in their early 20s? Is it their gynecologist? Is it?
Well, in their early 20s, I would say when they're at the gynecologist. I think it's a conversation that needs to be had with their gynecologist.
Yes.
I will say though, I've had a few people that have gone to their gynecologist and have had genetic testing. And they're out there, they get the call that they're positive for the BRCA gene. Now what? So now they're sitting there, oh my God, I gotta find a blah, 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 and now I gotta do this, and oh my God, I'm freaking out. So I'd rather be able to, and this is why we didn't just go all out on a national campaign from the beginning, and where we said, you know what, let's stick regionally, because we know that UM Sylvester has this cancer assessment risk evaluation clinic, primarily for high risk, genetic mutation, learn your risk, everything. And then we're also, as a foundation, supporting the psychological support and integrative wellness that have to do with lifestyle changes, that have to do with supportive care every step of the way, but personalized. So again, this is, yes, I would say not everyone's going to be able to just call and get right in and whatever, but you should be going to a gynecologist by the time you're 20. And you need
it's
to be,
important to
it's
say
very
because
important.
people don't
It's-
know that.
I'm telling you, mommies out there, daddies out there, friends out there, support getting checked. You know, there's so much that's done, like even in schools for sexually transmitted diseases.
Yeah.
You're going to be most likely okay from that.
Right.
But this,
Yeah.
you gotta learn. We need to be empowering with knowledge and not fear. Again, no to fear.
Or have this sort of risk assessment protocol in
Exactly.
every gynecologist's office.
Yeah. Well, you know, good luck trying to make that
Right.
happen overnight.
Yeah.
But there are these top oncologists and researchers and geneticists and surgeons and that are doing this, and this is why it is vital. It's just absolutely vital. And fear is the biggest bully and the most toxic element in self-relationships. So you can't let fear tie in.
You have
No
to
way.
fight it, right?
Yeah.
Do you think people are afraid to go to the doctor, or people are afraid once they're, like, where does the fear come in? Because I have friends that won't go to a gynecologist. They won't go.
It's like insanity.
It's
to me.
weird.
That's just like such insanity.
Yes.
Like, if you're listening, our friends, and you're not going to a gynecologist, I don't know how you got through us. Like, I don't even know how that's even it's a non-negotiable, number one. Non-negotiable.
happens.
And so I know, and that tortures me.
Yeah.
It does. Like,
Yeah.
I will drive you.
You are always calling me. Did you go?
Did you go? Exactly.
Yes,
because
I went.
yes, and it's so crazy because before I was ever diagnosed, like late in my 30s, when I would have conversations, because I always had cystic breasts and dense breasts, by the way, which is a risk, and most women have dense breasts.
Yes.
So I would be having a conversation, and I would just ask, like, "Will you get your mammogram and ultrasound, right?" And a lot of them like, "No, I haven't gone yet." Blah blah blah. I was taking people to get them, and this is years before this. So the fact that this happened is so interesting, but maybe not so interesting. No
That's the
coincidences.
road.
But yeah, it's
That's
incredible.
the road, Wendy. Now, let's talk about Pinko, because I know it is, and I'd love to get so many people involved, because it is, not only do you work on this all year, and I know you have an amazing board.
My
that helps
board
you.
is, oh my God, Sherry Phillipson, Jennifer Ross, Gabby Cubedo, and then all the support of you, Sherry Isaac. Like, there's so many people that have stepped up in community, Bodega on a national level, Zuma on a national level, Sip Chene, Rosé, 0% sugar, which, yeah, unbelievable.
Okay.
Like, people are just stepping up on levels that are, like, beyond. I get teary-eyed thinking about it. And it takes a village, and this South Florida gig is, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
special.
It is special.
Why do you think now people are, because I know you do your thing and you get people on, but why are so many people, in your opinion, so willing to get involved? Or, I mean, because I see men and women, and
Yeah.
it's so...
It's actually a very easy answer, because every single person is affected in some capacity.
Yeah.
And now as it's hitting at a younger age, that's not okay. So I think people are realizing this. Let's get involved. Let's see. And Pinko does it differently. We're not the same shade of pink. We have a different voice.
I
We
wanted
do
you
things
to talk
differently.
about that.
Yes, yeah. This is like a whole new.
Because
This
we've
is a
always done
movement.
the pink ribbon.
I'm
thing.
not the pink ribbon's amazing. It's just not part of our campaign. This is every hue of pink,
fresh.
every color, every hue of pink. This is a different voice. Our megaphone looks different, and I just love how so many different arenas are coming around, because the only way we're going to be able to really break through to our daughter's generation, Gen Z, millennials, the only way is to be doing this differently. So that's it. And you've been to the event, Cinco de Mayo, the Party for a Purpose, which now is a registered trademark, which is awesome. Thank you to
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a really big deal. So Cinco de Mayo has always been not your typical charity event.
It's certainly
Party
not.
for a Purpose, and this year it's going to be Friday night. We are no longer a Thursday night affair.
Okay.
We are Friday night, April 10th, and we have an insane new venue.
Is it a secret? Because I'd love to tell people how to get involved.
So the venue, they're finalizing certain things because it's a new venue that was built, and I truly believe this may be the new casa for Pinko de Mayo, the Party for a Purpose. Yeah, and we're super excited. We have Warren Henry, they're doing Range Rovers involved, like Diageo, 11, of course. I mean, people are just coming together, and this year, I promise, will be
this is being
out of the
taped.
stratosphere.
This is being taped.
That's
so
fine. I'm a woman true to my word. So
you are.
So I am.
You are.
I am known for probably doing that, and I promise you, this is going to be like nothing else.
So how does someone, let's say someone's watching.
Yeah. You better be watching.
Yes, they are like, oh my gosh, Wendi, I want to get involved, or I want to donate, or I want to hear more, or I want to maybe bring this into, maybe there's a doctor watching that wants to kind of spread this. How do they find you?
So currently we
Or
are
information
working,
about
okay, so right now, so we've done all of this growth without any social media. We have no website, we have nothing. And finally we have two amazing investors that have supported us from an infrastructure that is allowing us to build a website, start with social media. Actually, if you're a social media person, like, let me know, reach out to me through Instagram because I'm looking for a rock star. But anyway, so we have this amazing infrastructure now, and so we're building and we're working on this website. But again, like Pinko, it's not your average website. You know, when they said, look at your favorite charity and this and that, there's amazing stuff being done. But we're a movement, a brand, a campaign, and a revolution.
And it's not going, it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. It seems like it's blowing. I see in your face.
Yeah.
Because you started here, and then every year it was this, and then every year it was this, and it's a thing.
It's amazing.
So
I'm coming in on October 25th, 26th, and 27th, my 8th year. And you were there when I got the diagnosis. So, to see what has been done.
Look how far
Amazing. How far we have come, because I can't do it without you and you. I can't.
You are so amazing.
And, you know, that diagnosis, all I could see was death and losing my sexiness within 27 minutes. That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna do that.
yeah, that's like a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But you ask the best frigging questions, like you do. In just our conversations on the phone, whatever, Jules. And that's why I know, like, this is so your forte.
Thank you.
Because it provokes thought, but it also is so empowering, because when I was diagnosed, all I saw was like death and losing myself. And really what came from that was the reveal of me and what was going to be from my why. And so that's incredible. That is
incredible.
Yeah, I reflect on that every single day of my life.
Let me ask you this. This is a question that's not here. And then we're going to get to a few, because I have some good ones for you.
I know you do. You always
What
do.
do you want to be remembered for, Wendi Bieber? Sugarman Bieber.
I want to be remembered for living a really, really long life.
Mm-hmm.
And living it fully and living it with purpose. You know, I sign a lot of my emails, a la vida, to life and all we do with it. And I really try and live that, trying to zap every second I can out of it and be making a difference, not for my name,
Mm-hmm.
but to save others. And I think I would like for that to be known, that it was always done. By the way, I'm not going anywhere, okay? So
No.
but I want to be known for the authenticity and love and gratitude that all this is built from.
It's so amazing. In the world that we live in now, it is so nice to have someone that's positive. Not that I'm sure you have hard days,
Yeah,
right? Everyone has hard days, but to be able to take something negative and to turn it into something positive or helpful, or to save people?
I think that's part of like my personal
Because
makeup.
it really could be preventable from what you're saying.
I'm saying that, look, it definitely can be preventable,
Yeah.
okay, from certain lifestyle aspects. But if you have that gene mutation, if you are at a higher risk, and there's so many hormone disruptors, there's so many things. If you get it, you are not dying. I'm not a doctor, but I'm telling you, you are not dying from stage 0 or stage 1 breast cancer. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I'm not even sure from stage 2. But you're not dying from that.
Detection.
So you gotta get in there early. It's early detection. It really is. So prevention, awareness, detection, and then, you know, if you have the genetic mutation, if you do have it, just you're with the best. You know, I'm Sylvester. It's like, I can't believe that how they're doing things in such a multidisciplinary way. I'm amazed by them. They actually fuel as much as the passion of all of this and helping and saving and working and being an advocate. Sylvester is just as much that fire underneath me because I see what they're doing every single day, and that's powerful.
Okay, what if somebody can't afford, or how is it funded? Because it seems amazing. There's one Sylvester.
Well, Sylvester has many different.
Okay.
All throughout Southeast Florida, and they're the only NCI designated cancer center, which is the National Cancer Institute. Which is, if we want to go like superficial, it's like the Relais and Chateau.
Right.
You have to have certain qualifications.
The creme de la
It is
creme.
the creme de la creme.
It's not the Holiday Inn.
It's far from that. This is custom, curated, personal, and listening, hearing, and addressing everything. Insurance. You know, this is one of my absolute besties. Actually, a few of them came together and put this package together because I'm always just wanting, like, I want to help this, and it's one starfish at a time, which is saving. There's a story, but saving that one starfish. You can't collect every single one of them,
right? But
by starting the conversation and by doing everything that we're doing, we are saving. Insurance is a tough thing. I mean, look, you know,
yeah.
I wish it was different.
Yeah.
I wish it was different. I will say that Sylvester, for people that have had no insurance, they do have a different division that people can go through. But insurance is right now, unfortunately, I mean, you have main ones that are no longer at other great hospitals that are no longer being covered. Like, this is insane. This is crazy. And so the insurance thing is like it's like a knife to my heart. It is. It's a blow. That's a great way of putting it. It's a blow, because to be on the other side and with all the people I speak to throughout the country, by the way, not just Florida, but throughout the country that I speak to, and I'm, you know, working and talking to and working with and trying to assist them on some emotional capacity and with any knowledge I can give. You know, insurance, it's just, I wish I had.
That'll be the next thing.
I hope so.
We'll take it on.
I hope so. We're gonna take it on. And also making sure, you know, I eventually want to be able to, you know, hit this with legislature and go and make sure that we can be getting people that hit a certain cancer assessment risk evaluation. Let's get them in for that testing. Let's do this. Why are people having to find out when it's too late? It's not okay.
Right.
It's not okay.
Is it a blood test? This
is, I mean, there's so much involved.
Okay.
Because truthfully, when people say,
Truly
it's very comprehensive. Mm-hmm. It is and it's very individualized, which is the beauty of Sylvester, because everything they do is customized for that patient's care. Everyone's different.
Right.
So someone says, why isn't there a cure? Well,
why isn't there a cure?
Hold on. Not going there. Mm-hmm. Going into my 8th year, I was cured. I pray to God, as of today's a good day.
Yeah,
so I was cured. Every breast cancer is different. Every body is different. The amount of people being saved when caught early is incredible. I am very, very lucky. because I was stage 3. I had a rare endocrine differentiation
Wow.
that is in less than 1% of the population. So when I knock this, I'm knocking all over. But when caught early, you're okay.
I love what you're saying. Maybe to take away some of that fear, or to push someone to go, or to push someone younger to go, or to push someone
Yes.
to not be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Be more, trust me, be more afraid of what you're gonna have to endure on the other side of that. That's the scary part. That's the life-altering crap that, yeah, you gotta, I mean, look, if your card is you're diagnosed at stage 3 or God forbid stage 4, I mean, you know, that's your card and you do whatever you can.
Right.
I'm lucky to have, you know, surrounding me and watching me and constantly, you know, being my blood work and everything being done. But fear has no place in saving your life. None.
I agree.
It will never, fear, I can guarantee you, will never save your life.
It will make you sick. It will make you sicker.
It will.
So it is.
It's the worst bully. It really is. Mm-hmm. And I think actually, you know, really going deep, I think there was a lot of fear in me because you hear the word cancer. Like prior to, I mean, it's that word is just like, you know, I just, I don't ever want fear. You never want fear to emotionally or physically bury you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like you can't do it. And your head in the sand is only okay if you're on a gorgeous beach somewhere. But other than that, it has no place in your life.
I love it. You're so awesome. Okay, so you ready for our questions?
Yes. I mean, I think I've like kind of like answered it, but let's see.
Okay, how about this one? What was one thing you wish you knew the day you were diagnosed?
That it wasn't the end of me. That, and I mentioned this before, it really was like the reveal of me, and I never asked why. I mean, I know people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. I get it.
I bet you most people do.
I never did because I looked at it, why not me? Like, well, I mean, it happens to so many people, why not me? So I never asked that, but I wish I knew then that it wasn't the death of me, but the reveal of something so much bigger than me. And yeah, I think I wish that because there was a tremendous amount of darkness.
I bet. Who was it during the routine exam? Like, where were you when you got the call?
Well, we were supposed to be in Boston at a board meeting for Brian. Okay. And I planned this like outrageous dinner for 34 people.
Planned an outrageous dinner.
I know. I couldn't even go. Anyway, I got out of
theme or something.
Yeah, well, it's really
yeah,
probably
sure.
It theme was not breast cancer.
There were sunglasses.
So I'm in the shower and I am in a superficial space of it's Boston, it's cool. Am I wearing the black leather bolero? Like, what am I? And I get out and I call my mom and I'm on the phone with her and I'm putting on moisturizer. And literally, what the fuck is that? And I scream into the phone, Mommy, I have to call you back. I have breast cancer. She's like, what do you do? Called my best friend, Leslie. I said, meet me in Bed Bath & Beyond parking lot right now. I called my doctor at the time. I said, I have breast cancer. I called the office. I said, I'm walking into the office. I'm just telling you right now. And she brought me in. And thank God she felt it. And she took 2 biopsies. And then she said, I need to go deep. But it's going to be very painful. I'd like to take a 3rd biopsy. And I'm like, okay, go wherever you have to go ahead and hold us. Right. Give a shit. Right. Do whatever you have to do. Let me know what's going on.
Yes.
I called Brian. I said, I'm checking because the kids thought we were going to be in Boston.
Right.
So I said, I'm checking us into the W Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. And I checked in. I said, look, I'm waiting out a biopsy, blah, blah, blah. And I was a wreck that night. The next day, it came back benign.
Okay.
Brian's like, let's go out and celebrate. I was so depleted. I'm like, no, bring an S3. bring in the sushi tuna tower thing,
Right,
and let's eat in this gorgeous room, whatever.
Right.
The next day, my core group of girls were coming over with champagne and bagels, whatever.
Celebrate.
And to celebrate, yes. They come, we're sitting outside on the balcony overlooking the ocean. And I see Brian pacing like back and forth. And what's going on? It's right before they like pop the champagne. And he opens the door and he says, "It's Velma. It's aggressive and malignant." I'm like, aggressive and malignant was benign. But there was something the night before. I don't know. That morning there was a weird sunrise that I watched. I don't know. Something didn't seem right.
Okay.
And looking back. And so I take the phone and she said, "Sweetheart," I said, "how is it malignant and aggressive?" And she said, because when they got back to us the day before, they had only done 2 of the biopsies. It was that third biopsy that she did. Yeah. And within 10 days, 12 days, I was on that table getting a double mastectomy and having, reconstructive surgery with Dr. Gary Rosenbaum, who seriously, I was like showing off my boobs.
We're going to show them during another session.
Yeah, no.
I do want to talk about sexy without. What's the thing you say about your bra? It's always
Well,
so
no.
What is
No
it?
bra needed. We are your support.
Okay.
Okay,
That's a good one.
That's a good one. But what's crazy is 27 minutes into a diagnosis,
Wow.
I went from, and that's, I think I sent you
You
the
did,
logo,
you did.
which is insanity, and that's the dichotomy in me. But like death, I don't want Brian getting remarried. I don't want someone to raise my kids. I don't want someone moving into my house. I can't die. I love life. No one loves life as much as I love life. No. I go to the bathroom to pee, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lose my tits.
Yeah.
My great body at that time. My hair.
That's your femininity.
Oh
It's
my
everything.
God.
Yeah.
And so I came up with this logo on WordSwag, thanks WordSwag, and it was sexy with like a cool thing, that'll be coming out soon. And it was embrace your sexiness, not a diagnosis. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm still in the process of working on that.
Yeah.
I am. It's an
And
evolution.
you went back to kind of the mind-body connection through this whole thing.
Yes, it's crazy.
And
It was real
women
though.
are not alone. How awesome is that for women?
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid or feel guilty for being, from going from, oh my God, I don't want to die and leave my husband and kids and friends and life, to, oh my God, I'm going to lose my hair and my body. Like, that's real. That's just being authentic and raw and real. And so
You're still here.
yeah, and I think it's a real conversation. And so when I speak to people and they're like, I'm just feeling terrible. I should be lucky I'm alive, but I'm feeling guilty for this. Don't feel guilty. You're human.
it. Yeah.
You're human.
Yeah.
And this is a conversation, and that's the beautiful part of the psychological support that we are supporting. And the integrative wellness is that I went through PTSD 6 years later.
6 years.
6 years later.
It crept up because you probably were suppressing it. And
I was
suppressing it and kept
zooming
yourself
through life.
because you do that.
Zapping. And, just go. And all of a sudden, I lost a young girl that I was helping in Wisconsin. And I spiraled. And I flew out and literally watched her, as she was literally dying. She died like a week later, and I'm with the kids, and it just,
That
none
must
of
have
it,
been awful.
it was just,
doesn't make sense.
no.
Good
And so,
person. Young
yeah,
person.
so whatever that thing is, that trigger is, but trust me, I should have been in psychological support, and that's really where I learned. I reached out to my oncologist, Dr. Perez, and I said, something's not right. Like I'm in a hole, and I can't get out. And you know me well enough to know, I am all like in on life.
Yeah, you're fun
and I
Wendi.
was fun Wendi, and I was a wreck. And she put me with the best therapist, Dr. Brittany Wright, and she's been my lifeline. And that's really what we want to actually be known as a lifeline. On the physical side, the life-saving side, and the emotional side, because it comes as a package deal. You don't just get one without the other. It is a package deal.
And they feed off of each other. Anything.
Very
anything
much so.
in life.
I will say that when people would say, like, how do you think you got through? I think there are maybe percentages, 49%, 51%. And I think in some way, that mental support, I wish I had, I wish I could let every person going through this know while you're getting that physical support, you gotta have the emotional support. And it's not from your husband, your best friend, your mom, your sister, your brother. It's not. It's really somebody that's dealing with a very scary disease. And it's just really important. They both go hand in hand, as you said.
And I'm thinking as you're talking, it's the entire family, your children. They probably need some sort of your husband, someone saying, oh, I didn't.
By the way, caretakers, when I say breast cancer survivors or cancer survivors, hands down, the caretaker is a cancer survivor.
Yes.
Because they totally get lost in the shuffle, and Brian kept everything together. I was always the one involved in taking care of medical things for everyone. I looked at him, I said, you get the top this, you get the top that, I'm out.
Yeah.
And
he did.
And he was daddy, husband, made me feel beautiful when I had no hair or eyebrows, you need the support also from people that are understanding of what somebody going through a cancer diagnosis is. But hands down, the caretaker is a cancer survivor also.
You had a team, knowing your mother, she was probably crushed.
All of you guys. How the whole thing started was week 2 of a crazy aggressive chemo regimen. And you guys were all around. I was never alone, ever. I had everything I needed and more. And then I was cognizant of how some people didn't have a ride home. Some people were asking for an extra snack from the cart that they bring around. I mean, if I craved a Dorito was in my hand. You guys were there. I mean, I don't know. I think I realized that I was going through hell, but I was going through it having everything I needed and everything I didn't know I needed. And most people don't have that. So that's really how I started and why I started this in 2021 with the event, was to raise money for that. And
has it been 4 years?
So 2021 was when we started.
You've come a million miles.
It's really crazy, right?
Wild.
I mean, 2021 we were taking the temperature. We were only 120 people in a room, but taking the temperature and masks and this and that, the shield. I mean,
people showed up.
They did. But you know what? You guys always have.
Yeah.
And that is one of the most humbling and most amazing. It blows my mind, because I do think about this every day, how you guys have always stepped up. You've always stepped up. You've always shown up. You've always stepped up. But most people don't have that.
Yeah.
So, and then we evolved. And then the beauty, which is Ryan starting Pink Kind. So he's now supporting the more generic patient support services, and they're doing it through high schools, and he just brought it to FSU. So now we're getting the younger generation involved in that level. So
that's the message.
And that's it, because we need to.
Yeah.
We need to.
It's probably overdue.
Long overdue.
Overdue.
I think now we have the facts that are coming at us at a disgusting speed. And I think that is now making sure that we're just
keep going like a train.
Yeah. And it's evolving. It's an ever-evolving thing. But in your life, you're evolving every single day. That's why you're sitting here and you're asking the questions and you're helping us share. And I appreciate and love you for doing that and being somebody that people wanted to share their story with. And no, I love you too. And so I appreciate that, because it's this is how we provide that knowledge and empowerment. And there may be somebody watching right now that's saying, oh wait, I shouldn't feel badly because I don't want to go out because I feel so unattractive or so this or so that. I don't feel like a woman anymore. I'm not sexual. These are all real conversations.
Yes. Yeah. And you're not alone. You do have a team, whether you do it or not.
You're not alone. And survivor's guilt is also a thing. There's so many aspects, and that's why I say psychological support is huge. And you can find me anywhere or reach out.
We're gonna put everything.
But I'm there. I'm there. This is it's my why. It's my why.
It's your why.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get to that last question. Let's see. 2 more.
Okay.
What does sexy mean to you now? What's sexy?
Sexy now is from the inside out. Honestly, it's not necessarily that reflection in the mirror. Sexy is from the inside out. Sexy is my mind. My mind, and you know, if you know me personally, I'm like sort of like a big sensory chick, and I would say that desire, that like constant, like that sensory to constantly like see, hear, taste, feel, experience, reveal, learn,
the little things,
and you know, it's that's sexy, because I'm tapping in to so many different things as opposed to just the reflection. She's sexy.
Yeah, you're sexy, and I think that's an amazing campaign also, because we're so inundated with the internet and filters,
social media and everything.
fake
Trust me, I've
acids,
used my
fake
filters.
tips and all
I
that.
actually, it's so funny you say that, because I just saw like
I want
posts.
to learn how to.
Wait. I'm going to tell you. I just saw posts. I don't even know what platform I was on. I look distorted. I have wrinkles. I cannot believe that I literally corrected things. It doesn't even look like I have skin. That's how ridiculous it is. And it's funny, but it's a little bit sad. It's a little bit sad because it's not necessary. And yes, I mean, if I look horrible, you know, I'm not crazy about the picture, but certainly those filters that make me look perfect, you know, being comfortable, being, you know, perfectly imperfect. It's my inside out that makes me sexy now. It's just, it is what it is. Look, no one can compete in life, cancer, no cancer, or anything. You can't compete with the beauty that's out there, because everywhere I turn and look, everywhere I look, there's one person more gorgeous than the next person. Like, their beauty was not like that when we were growing up, right?
I don't
no
think
friggin'
so.
way.
We were in tie-dye shirts. And
Listen,
jean shorts.
no one looked like this. So you're in a space where beauty, I can assure you, that is not all of it at all.
It's not.
So those filters, you know, I'm just gonna say, we've all used them, been in them, loved the look of how we looked, you know, in some capacity at some point, but it's really, what more do you bring to the table? What's going on in here, inside out, whatever that looks like.
We know pretty people, I bet, that are not pretty on the inside.
Yeah,
we run across that sometimes. So it's a balance.
It is a balance.
You want to be healthy and take care of yourself and be cognizant of what you're eating, and your diet is, we talk about this, who you're around, because that shows.
Well, your diet is also the people you surround yourself with as well.
Absolutely.
You know, and that is the other thing that, what a great segue into this, real quickly. And that is for the younger girls. You are so conscious of what you're drinking, what you're putting on your skin, what you're wearing, but you need to be focusing on this. Not so much as how they look in a t-shirt and how they look in the bikini and how, you know, they feel to somebody. You make sure they're healthy.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that healthy breasts are the sexiest ones.
Healthy tits?
Healthy tits are the sexiest tits, hands down, no question.
We're gonna make shirts or something.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah, well actually, yeah, our new thing is, well, I think I'm gonna save it for our merch.
Save it. I wanna be the first to have it.
Okay.
Okay, last question.
Yes.
Miss Wendi Sugarman Bieber.
Yes.
Finish this sentence. The future is
Yours. Yours.
Okay.
Yours.
I love that.
The future is yours.
I love that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you. You're gonna make me cry.
I know, I think I'm glad I put waterproof mascara on.
Oh gosh.
Because, thank you.
Thank you for sharing. And I am going to put in the comments how to find you, how to donate,
Please.
how to be part of.
That
What
would
was
be
the date
amazing.
of the next Pinko?
Friday, April 10th, Pinko de Mayo, the Party for a Purpose. It is not your typical charity event. It is literally a party for a purpose. You have no idea what's in store.
It's always pretty fucking fun, too.
It's incredible. I mean, you know, our event person, Gabby Cubedo from MGC Events, like what it's amazing. And now with all these major players stepping up, and Terramon has always stepped up for us, and like now bringing in and 11, Gino Lapinto, what he has done with 11, and it's like this dream team. It's a symphony, and
You light up when you talk about
I
it.
do,
So that's your
because
thing.
it's all of this is inspiring, and I want to be here for a long time to keep doing
Forever.
it.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you. I love you.
I love you back.
Thank you for joining us. I will put some information in the comments.
Yes.
You are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
part of my girl gang.
Well, thank you. I'm always a part of your
Because
program.
I know you are.
Your vibe truck,
It does-
always, forever.
It does not go unnoticed.
It doesn't.
So thank you. So thank you guys for joining us. If you know someone that would benefit from hearing this, and I'm sure you do, share it. You want to subscribe to my channel too, 'cause
For sure. For sure, subscribe.
Thank you. That's you supporting me. And I love you guys. I will see you soon. Thank you for joining us. And remember, it's not over.
Just begun.
Mwah.